Welcome to the Know, I'm Ashley Jenkins. Over the weekend, PC gamers got to dig into the remastered versions of Bioshock and Bioshock 2, only to find, surprise, surprise, the ports were totally busted. As is always the case when something like this happens, the games have been totally brigaded on Steam, with Bioshock sitting at a mixed rating and Bioshock 2 rated mostly negative. According to the number of players, the games have some of the same mouse sensitivity bugs present in the original games and also don't have very many PC-friendly settings. Others are complaining that it's not much of an upgrade at all, with only slightly better textures and lighting improvements. Fortunately, 2K Games has responded on Steam and says they're working on fixes for a number of the game's problems. No word on when we can expect those fixes to drop, but just wants you'd like the people creating PC ports to remember that it exists before the game launches, not afterwards, and maybe do that work then. Well, a girl can dream. You know who's not giving the shaft to PC gamers? Microsoft and the Coalition, who have just announced some additional exciting features for the already PC-friendly Gears of War 4 port. In addition to a myriad of high-end graphical settings, Gears of War 4 is also apparently getting split-screen cooperative play on PC. This new detail comes by way of an interview between PC Gamer and the game's technical director, Mike Rayner, who said the features were a, quote, labor of love, and not something that was very easy to implement. In addition to split-screen co-op, Gears of War 4 is also getting LAN functionality and co-op crossplay between bros on Xbox One and PC. The LAN functionality alone is like a blast from the past. We never get that anymore. It's kind of easy to forget that this game is coming out in just a few weeks' time, but Microsoft thought they'd remind you with a brand new launch trailer, which just dropped yesterday. Gears of War 4 launches on October 11th, so plan the LAN parties accordingly. Gotta get all the soda, you gotta get all the pizza. Most importantly, you need a lot of power outlets. And maybe learn where your breaker is, just in case you trip it. I used to do that a lot. A couple of months back, we saw a live swatting take place while a Twitch streamer played Pokemon Go. So it was only natural that at some point, we'd see someone get mugged too. Over the weekend, one unfortunate player, Ricky Yaneza, or RickyBot on Twitch, was streaming himself hunting for Pokemon near Central Park in New York City when a stranger robbed him in front of the entire internet. In the video, you can see the suspect come up from behind Yaneza before striking him across the jaw and then taking his live stream setup, which consisted of 3 separate mobile phones. The one good thing to all of this, if there can be a good thing to come from getting mugged, is that the suspect's face was caught on camera, so the internet is rallying to Yaneza's aid to help find the robber, who fled on foot with the stream still going. Fortunately for Yaneza, he didn't sustain any serious injuries from the attack, and hey, he made the front page of Reddit. It's an even trade-off, right? Guardians rejoice. Today marks the launch of Destiny: Rise of Iron, giving players their first significant batch of content in a year, and we will never see our writer Eddy again. Rise of Iron marks the 2nd anniversary of the game and is actually the 4th expansion in total, following The Dark Below, House of Wolves, and Taken King. As far as new content goes, Rise of Iron bumps the current light level up, plus it introduces new story missions, strikes, and will add a new raid later this week. The update for the expansion went live in the wee hours of the morning and was promptly hammered by way of too many Guardians trying to sign in all at once, resulting in a number of connectivity issues for players. Congratulations, you guys DDoS'd your own game. Destiny was down for a couple of hours, but things mostly seem back in working order. It's shocking that enough people still play the game to cause those kind of problems for Bungie, but hey, stranger things have happened. Did the release date of Nintendo NX accidentally get leaked? That could be the case, according to some new Amiibo launch dates. Redditors discovered this weekend that Nintendo's French website had Amiibos. Or is it Amiibo? What's the plural of Amiibo? Is it Amiibos?
I think it's Amiibos.
Huh? Amiibi, and dates listed for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for March 4th, 2017. Since we know that Zelda is one of NX's launch titles and that both the console and the game are slated for that month, it gives some reason to believe that March 4th might be the launch date for both. However, March 4th is a Saturday, so it could just be that this is a placeholder listing. Nintendo has done weirder things though. Both the Wii and Wii U launched on Sundays in 2005 and 2012, respectively. So it could be right on the money. But seriously, Nintendo, you could just please start talking about this thing before the internet explodes? I mean, I know that we've already pretty much announced everything for you, but it's good to have some confirmation. If you're gonna see the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Studios, but that's not quite enough for you, well, now you can literally follow in Harry's footsteps by purchasing his childhood home, provided you've got about £475,000 to spend, that is. 4 Privet Drive is now on the market in Little Whinging and has undergone extensive renovations since the exterior was used as a location in the Harry Potter films. According to the listing, it's got 3 bedrooms, including a master suite with a bathroom and a sizable garden. Plus, there's even a cupboard under the stairs where you can be just as miserable as the boy who lived. No mention of the Dursleys, so it's probably safe to say they won't be coming with the property, which is probably for the best. Is George Miller gearing up for another Mad Max movie? We can hope so. The latest scuttlebutt about the next film in the Mad Max universe is that it may not be a sequel to Fury Road, but rather a prequel centering on Charlize Theron's Furiosa. This report comes from Australia's Herald Sun, which claims that pre-production is underway in the land down under, with filming set to commence by the end of the year. While it wouldn't be that big of a surprise for Miller to create another movie focusing on Furiosa, because she's pretty awesome, you'd think they could actually keep moving the story forward since Furiosa and Max kind of split at the end of Fury Road anyway. Still, considering the reports that Hardy and Theron didn't get along during the extensive 8-month shoot of Fury Road, it's no surprise they're maybe not looking to reappear on screen together anytime soon. Are robots already creating civil unrest? It may be starting sooner than you think because a robot was just arrested in Russia by police officers. The delinquent robot was detained during a political rally where it had been hired by a Russian parliamentary candidate. There's no word on why the police decided to haul the robot off to jail, but apparently it was asking for people's opinions on the candidate and recording them for analysis. The best part is that the cops tried to handcuff it. Interestingly enough, this particular robot has appeared in the news before. It's Promobot, the same robot that made headlines back in June for trying to flee the Russian facilities where it had been manufactured. Not sure if Promobot's arrest was a similar cry for help, but given its past antics, it's only a matter of time before it pulls a great escape right out of its Russian jail cell. And we'll all cheer for it. I mean, it's, honestly, it'll just probably find the door by accident and wander off. What do you guys think of all the stories in today's roundup? Let us know in the comments, and for future updates from every corner of the internet, like this video and subscribe to the channel. This one, the No, which is what you're watching, if you like it and if you like what we're doing here. Giving players their first significant batch of content in a year. Rise of Iron marks the 2nd anniversary of the game and is actually the 4th expansion in total, following the Dark Below, House of Wolves, and the Taken King. Should I back that up?
We can back that up.
Yeah, that's really cool.
We'll give him a second.
This is our lives.
Jeff's laugh can permeate through any solid mass.
Yeah, it carries, man. It's not like walls. Deep and booming or anything. It just carries.
It's true.
He'd probably be great on stage, just, projects.
It's true. He's very good at, bringing people into his laughter, whether they want to or not.
Right.